So from child's pose, right after the belly down back bends, we can sit up onto the ankles and bring the feet out to the left, and you can kind of sit down to the right. Bring the left foot on the outside of the knee. The left hand comes behind the body. We'll twist back to the left. So you can either hug that knee in, or you can push with the elbow. And we'll start out with one of those variations. Beautiful. So the points of alignment here, we want to think about pushing down with the inside of this left foot, which is at the edge of the mat. It feels like the outside, but it's the inside of the foot. And also this left hip. So from this knee, there's energy going down this way and down this way, and that will kind of ground the hips. You know, his left hip is up a little bit just because of tight muscles. That happens to me too. And that just means that the low back, kind of the spine where it comes out of the hips, is going to be angled a little bit. So we'll have kind of an angled twist. So we want to sink that hip down as far as we can. We think about making the spine nice and tall right out of the hips, right on top. So sometimes people are leaning back or to the side, and that's when the adjustments can really come in handy. So he's leaning just a little bit this way. So I'm going to get in here and just gently with my leg push him back a little bit. And again, that's from that tight hip. His hip's up a little bit. I'm just going to kind of align it there. So it's just a really easy adjustment for me to do, but it makes a big difference. Also some support in the pose. And then if I want to do more of the twist, I can gently use the hands to help guide him around. Beautiful. And then we'll go see, and feel free to come out if you guys need. We'll probably do this one for a little while. So she's leaning just a little bit towards me. There we go. So all I had to do is say it. Because it's hard to know which way you're going if you're not looking in a mirror. And then I'll do this, so I don't see that I need to push her low back quite as much as him. So I'm actually going to get down here so I can get a little closer. I'm gently pushing on the low back with the knee, and then I'm going to be bringing the shoulders around. Beautiful. So we want to open the heart in this pose. So we're kind of reaching the front of the chest in both directions. Beautiful. And we can come out and we'll do some variations on the other side. So sometimes it's nice to do a little counter pose, just bringing both hands over to the right. Just kind of let the belly hang out for a moment. Or you don't have to, because we're going to do it on the other side. But just for, sometimes a lot of people do that for a breath. Then we can switch the leg position, so left leg folded, right leg on the outside of the knee, right hand behind the body. So whatever knee is up, that is the hand that's going to be behind the body. So for variations here, once they get settled, we can grab this foot here. So we have to get this shoulder around the knee, and then you're going to grab it like this. There we go. You can get the foot flat, maybe even grab the ankle. There we go. Almost.
That's a little tougher,
yeah, so everybody's built a little differently, because I can do that one, but I can't do some other ones. Beautiful. Or you can have your hand on this foot. That's not a lot of people do that one, or on the hip. Or you can have the elbow, just pushing with the elbow. So the elbow would be here, and then you're just kind of pushing here. So sometimes this one feels good for people. Or you can thread through. You can thread this hand through the leg and come into a bind. So she's grabbing her wrist here, like that. Now sometimes people will just be able to grab a finger, and that's fine too. Beautiful. And again, there's this energy on the right hip pushing down, the inside of the right foot pushing down, and then if I wanted to get in here again and twist, so I'm supporting the back with my thigh, and then I can gently twist. So people can, twist a little bit each breath, letting them twist on the exhale. I'm not pushing the twist, but I'm just kind of holding her there once she gets into it. So when she inhales, she doesn't rebound. So she pushes on the exhale, I hold on the inhale, and then she moves again on the exhale. And she's still moving each breath. I'm going to release here, but you can continue whatever you want to do. Beautiful. And then on this side, I'll just try to do an adjustment that's a little bit more vigorous here, getting in here, and I'm going to actually push this knee a little bit with my foot, and you can relax this here. So I'm in a position, I'm really in control here of my body, so I'm just going to gently pull and see how it goes. Does that feel? So I can pull and help him, and since we're in such control, we can, you know, he can trust me to pull. He doesn't think I'm going to, you know, like pull him all of a sudden, because otherwise there'd be resistance and we wouldn't make any movement. Does that feel okay? And then I'm going to slowly help him get under, and maybe he'll come into a bind here. Beautiful. And then he's a little off balance, so I'm basically supporting with balance here, just by holding him in, because he's not open enough to be right on top of his hips. So here we go, and we're opening out. Beautiful. And we can release. Nice. Nice. Beautiful. So adjusting on the twist, it's really good to, I guess with any of the adjustments, as the adjuster, you really have to be in control, and you know, and you can't just yank or pull or push unless you're totally in control, because otherwise there's going to be resistance. You're going to actually build resistance in from the student, because they're not going to trust that. Yeah, so that's the twist. You guys have any questions on the twist? You want to adjust him in the twist?
Sure.
Maybe do the another side, whatever side.
Side here.
Yeah. So now Kim will try to adjust, or will adjust. I just shouldn't say try. So yeah, that's great. You know, supporting with the low back, just with that gentle push of the leg, because it's so controlled for the adjuster, and it can do so much. And then she's gently, you know, pulling that shoulder around. Beautiful. Nice. Yeah. Very good twist. So the only thing I can think of is this knee is really over this way. Again, it's that tightness in the legs. It affects his forward bends, and it's affecting his twist here. So, you know, maybe just try a little bit of a gentle adjustment, just pushing, and it's not going anywhere. Yeah. So it would take something more vigorous to really pull, like I did before from this side. Yeah, and then just some other notes. Maybe you can turn this way a little bit, so I can see that ankle. So sometimes people will have this foot underneath the hip here, and that actually prevents the hip from going down. So you want this foot to be out far enough, you know, not out far, but so just so it's out of the way of the hip. And then the foot's just resting there on the floor. And typically, yeah, that's how it goes. Beautiful. So a variation for this with people with, you know, even a little bit more tighter hips is you can straighten this right leg out straight on the floor and bring the left foot on the outside, and then do the same twist here. So this is a lot more comfortable for everybody, and it allows everybody to do the twist. Even a little bit more gentle is to have this foot on the inside and then just hugging the knee in. So this is kind of the most gentle variation, and then going into the full bind is the more vigorous variation. Yeah, beautiful. So from the twist, we hug the knees into the chest, or just kind of sitting here. You can do this little cat-cow. Inhale, looking up, push the belly into the thigh, and exhale, reach the spine back, tucking the forehead in, just kind of opening and folding. Or you can lengthen tall and then inhale, exhale, look to the right, inhale to center, exhale to the other side. Just kind of providing a little bit of rebalancing after twisting hard to one side and twisting hard.